All right. All right. I think this is an excellent topic. It's a video that I've wanted to do. I've had written down, or well, the idea of the video written down for a while, and then I wrote it out last night to kind of keep me, so I don't go down too many rabbit holes. I'm sure we'll go down some rabbit holes on this one, but just yes. So working during opiate withdrawal, and this is my experience. I'm gonna kind of tell you some stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of cool. Maybe, I don't know. I'm going to tell you some of my past working through withdrawal, and then I'm going to kind of get down to what I did this go around and stuff. So let's explore, right? Okay, here we go. Oh, did I even show you? No spindrift today. I'm out of them, so I got this. Yeah. All right. Okay, I better move this along. I'm already a minute in. Okay, because I don't want this to get too long. It could get long. So, but, well, you guys already know. I always say that. You guys already know how freaking long this video is. Okay, here we go. Okay, so working during when you're straight up freaking withdrawing. Okay, during your detox, during your withdrawal, whatever you want to call it. I have quite the experience working while withdrawing. Like going through the shizalik, or that was so stupid. I don't even know. I just didn't want to say, you know what, working through the crap, like going through the crap. Okay, like I'm talking like day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming off morphine and oxy. Okay, obviously, Dilaudid and methadone, and like back then, dude. I mean, it would be like I would be at my pinnacle of use, or I was using so much stuff, and it would just like suddenly stop. I mean, suddenly stop, like taking a crap load of morphine and stuff. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, it's, as you could imagine. But see, back then though, where I worked, in the town I worked at. It wasn't where I lived, and that was my best chance at scoring on pills. So I would get my butt up and fricking go to work a lot of times, even though I did, some of this, this first few, that I'm talking about, a lot of these days, it wasn't because I was trying to get off of it. I have that too, but it was just because I was just straight up so freaking dope sick, and I mean, I was supposed to work. I was supposed to go to work anyway. Got to keep making money. I got to keep my money coming in to fuel my habit. But also, it was the best chance of scoring. So I wasn't trying to get off stuff. So I mean, I was taking gobs of stuff, and I mean, so it was just. And when you don't have the attitude of even wanting to get off of it, it just sucks that much more. But I mean, like, dude. I mean, it's freaking intense. I mean, it's intense coming off of like oxy and morphine and stuff. Suboxone is not as intense as that. It's terrible in its own way, and it lasts longer. But yeah, it wasn't because I was like this great strong guy or anything like that. It was just I was just trying to freaking score on more pills. So a lot of those. So anyway, but dude. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely, dude, working during withdrawal, like full on withdrawal is absolutely terrible. It's one of the worst things I've ever done in my life. Like, it still scars me, like, from crap. I mean, like, I remember stuff. I mean, it still, like, runs deep. I mean, that's how, you guys know, dude, if you guys have been through that crap, like, it's terrible. You're crapping all the time. You're trying not to crap your pants all the time. Seriously? Like, dude, if they had diapers that fit me, I probably would have wore one. I mean, I don't even know. You take a bunch of Imodium, though. I mean, you do what you can to get by in those situations, obviously. But, dude, the sweats and the chills, like, you're sweating profusely, especially, like, I'm a salesman. I sell stuff. I deal with people. And it's like, they could tell that I look like hell, I'm just like, oh, I'm sick, and then they're like, why the hell are you working? And I'm like, oh, I need the money. And I didn't tell them, I need the money for drugs, but anyway, but yeah, and you're not sleeping, you're not sleeping, and honestly, dude, you don't have any energy. I mean, there's just nothing there. We know that it's withdrawal, but like honestly, dude, like you just want to die. I mean, seriously, dude. Oh, dude, I seriously, I remember some of that crap. Anyway, sorry, yeah, I guess that wasn't very encouraging, but that's that intense stuff, dude. Like more, dude, it's terrible. It's terrible working through that super intense withdrawal. But dude, but here's the deal. Even with that extreme withdrawal like that I'm talking about, it can be done. It can frickin' be done. Okay. It seriously, like even with bad motives, I had terrible freaking motives. I was just, but I would dude, there'd be days I wouldn't score. And I'd freaking work all day, and then I'd go back the next day, and then maybe I'd score. I mean, seriously, that's just how it was. And then if all I could find was Adderall, that helped me get by. I'd freaking get benzos up the yin yang, too. But that, I was after opiates, obviously. I mean, that's what, anyway. But it was just terrible. Okay, anyway. But I did want to say, so I did, years ago, before my first Suboxone program. This is my second Suboxone program that I was on. Most of you guys know that, but I know not everyone knows that. I actually got clean off of morphine for about a month and a half, and I freaking worked the whole time. I don't know. To this day, I don't know how I did it. That was my first ever real attempt at getting clean. Was that, and I freaking worked through that crap, and actually relapsed. I actually relapsed on morphine at a 49ers Seahawks game. I regret that game, not just because of the relapse too, but well, yeah, for lots of reasons. That game sucked. Okay, anyway, sorry. But I would have relapsed anyway, though. I know that. I mean, I wasn't prepared in my heart and everything. I just wasn't prepared. And anyway, okay. So I mean, so right freaking there, dude. If this weak son of a, can freaking, I don't know how I did it though. I really don't. Morphine sucks, dude. Sucks. So intense, dude. It's like, it's terrible to withdraw and work. It's terrible to freaking withdraw from it, let alone work with it too. I mean, you're almost, you can't function. I like I said, I don't know how I did it. It was, I don't know. I don't even know on that one. It's been so long too. I'll get more in depth on like, what I did for the Suboxone stuff here. But the point is even that intense, terribleness, it can be done, dude. Like, people do it. Some people have to do it, dude. They just have to. It can be done. I have talked to people that have done it, okay? And I know of people that have done it. And I actually got, crap, where am I now? Sorry. Okay. I remember stopping, check this out. I remember stopping methadone just right before a camping trip. Like, so freaking naive, so stupid. And I made it 3 days, okay? And I went to work, because I was like, I had vacation. I went to work, these 3 days. I did not sleep. I'll never forget it. And again, I was so naive. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Again, I thought like, oh, I'll stop using pills right before I go camping, and I'm using methadone all the time at this point. And I did not sleep like a second of sleep for three straight nights. And I went to work every single day. And I kept myself, I could have got pills, but I kept myself from getting pills for 3 days. And I freaking like somehow toughed out those 3 days, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that was hell. That was terrible not sleeping. That was really hard. It wasn't as intense as morphine, but it freaking sucked in its own way, obviously. I mean, it sucks. It sucks either way, but sorry. But then, on the fourth day, I scored on a bunch of morphine and oxy and Dilaudid and went camping. So I didn't miss the camping trip either, and I was really high. But anyway, great, awesome stuff, right? Great decisions. I mean, and these were all doomed to fail, stuff too. I wasn't prepared, I wasn't in the right mindset too, and that's a big part of it. Okay. You really got to want it. You really got to freaking want it, and you got to go take it. You got to get pissed, kind of. You got to take it on as a challenge, kind of, too. And I got tons of days, you guys. I got tons of days of just, like I said, where I'd go in and I'd try to be scoring on stuff, and I was just forced to work. I just did it because I had to, and trying to get something. I worked through every single day of my kratom withdrawal. you know, and I'm going to make a video actually, which, you know, I'm going to make a video. A guy actually had a good idea. He's like, dude, you should do a video of like kratom withdrawal versus opiate withdrawal. So, and I'll do that because I've gone through them both. So anyway, it's pretty, you know, well, I'm sure I'll make it long, but anyway, but the point is it can be done, okay? It can be done, okay? Even with terrible motives like me, okay? Okay, now, the Suboxone withdrawal. It's not as intense, okay, in those acute stages, okay? So now, fast forward, I'm just gonna kind of go to what I did this go around, okay? With the Suboxone withdrawal. Now this time, obviously, I had been around the block a little bit. I had attempted to get off of opiates several times, and so I used all my vacation. I had 2 weeks, 10 days, okay, of vacation, and then you get the weekends and stuff, whatever. Well, so this time around, I took my 2 weeks off, and I worked day one. If you go back and watch my video, I worked day one of my Suboxone withdrawal because of the long half-life of Suboxone. It's 72 hours, yeah, 72-hour half-life. It's freaking long. or maybe that's not I don't know. I haven't read up on it. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but whatever. The point is, it's got a long-ass half-life. Excuse my language, but it's got a really long half-life, and I knew that, and I knew it was a grind, dude. Day one was a grind, but it wasn't. It was bearable, okay? It wasn't terrible. It wasn't, you know. But I did have the 2 weeks off, okay? And I went back to work. Yeah, so I went back to work on day 19, okay? Is what it ended up being. I had to go back and watch my videos and see. So it was day 19 is when I went back, okay? And obviously, dude, it's not, especially at that point, it's not super intense. You are just, you know, you're very, very freaking lethargic, okay? Extremely lethargic, you know, and there's anxiety and the insomnia, the not sleeping. To me, not sleeping is like just that's the worst. Okay, yes, I was still crap. You're still crapping all the time, you know, day 19 and all that stuff, you know, whatever. But you know, I will say, and I jumped off at 0.5 milligram of Suboxone. 0.5 milligram of Suboxone withdrawal, like if I did have to work through those 2 weeks, or you know what I mean, like it was more bearable than working freaking withdrawing from morphine and oxy and Dilaudid and stuff like that. Seriously, it just is. It's not as intense. It does drag on longer though, and I could see that wearing you down though, or that, you know, that could be, it has its own issues. But that when it gets so intense that you really can't function hardly, it just sucks, dude. And if you're trying to hide it and stuff, and you know, that sucks. And the great thing is where I work now, you know, they knew when I came back on day 19, they knew what I had been gone through. A lot of them freaking were, you know, watching my videos. Actually, I just was so straight up and honest. I just let it all out this time. You know, I think that's a good thing to do. If you can do it. I understand sometimes you can't, and you just can't. It doesn't matter how honest of it doesn't mean you're not honest or anything like that. I'm just blessed. I work with really good people that are dear friends of mine a lot. I mean, I really love them. I love them, and you know, and they show that love to me. Anyway, sorry, but anyway, but so day 19 was back, and I kind of looked at that as a challenge because I had gone all the crap I had experienced and gone through, and that helps. That freaking helps when you're like, okay, you're facing this up, like this is a freaking challenge, like, because it's just, you're gonna hurt either way, okay? Either way you're gonna hurt, you're gonna go through the crap. So it was kind of like, well, all I got to do is keep moving. The time goes by the same pace anywhere, you know what I mean? So you just really gotta, you know, you got to really not focus on how bad you feel. That really, really helped. You know, you can't focus on how little you've slept and how bad you feel and how lack of it or just no energy you have. And, you know, you got to really focus on your job. And this kind of goes back. I mean, you know, you got to, sorry, my stomach's like growling. I've said this in another video before. My grandfather was a paratrooper in the 17th Airborne in World War II. And I remember when I was younger, I just asked, because I'd watched Saving Private Ryan and stuff as well, and, looked up to he was a hero. I looked up to him as a hero. And I asked him, I said, how did you do it? Because I just couldn't, especially when you're like 16 and you're realizing, like, dude, you were 18 or 19 when you're doing this stuff. It's like, and so I just asked him, I said, how did you do it? How did you fight? And he just said, we had a job to do, and you did your job. If you just did your job and you could focus on the job, the mission, that was what he said. That's what you did. That's how he did it. And so I kind of took that, like that wisdom, or just that, because I was thinking, like, this is nothing like frickin' fighting in a World War II. Come on now. It sucks, but I'm not getting shot at. I'm not seeing children die. I'm not seeing, all that crap, okay? The horrors of a world war. But so I just, took that and, like, dude, I'm just going to focus on my job, on the task at hand. And it was also the task of getting clean, like the whole thing, but it does kind of, you just try to do the best job that you can do. Okay. And, you're not going to be yourself, for sure, but it can be done. You can do it. I'm telling you, you can do it. And I'm going to give examples of other people doing it right now at the end of this video, that I literally have talked to today. So anyway, which is just a trip. It's just trips me out how God does stuff sometimes, because I made this last night. It's weird sometimes, but anyway, but yeah, dude, and staying busy. It's just keep staying freaking busy. And many times, all I could do is pray to God and just pray, your will, not mine. Your will, not mine. Help me, persevere. Help me to endure. Help me to focus on you and focus on your will, not my will. And that's literally just all you can do, all you can pray. Okay. And it helps. It helps. It gives you strength that we as human beings, we just don't have by ourselves. And I say that because I experienced that first freaking hand. Okay. It really helped me. It helps, man. And stay positive. Try to stay positive. I would kind of joke around sometimes at work, and it was kind of a trip because I felt terrible, but I just kind of would. I'd be like, oh, gotta go crap again, or I don't know, or just. But again, I was working with people that were cool, or like they knew what I was going through, and I'd come in the morning, they'd be like, how you doing? I'd be like, just dandy. I'm having a blast. How about you? And kind of, just try to, and try not to be too, I don't know. Just try to stay positive. I don't know. And then obviously have perspective, dude. That is going to help you so much, dude. When you feel like absolute crap, you feel like you've been ran over by a truck, you don't got any energy, maybe you just crapped your pants, I don't know, or maybe you think you did, or you're about ready to, and you're sweating profusely, you're not sleeping at all, you got anxiety up the yin-yang, and just have that perspective, man. Have that perspective of just how terrible it could actually be. Okay, you could be in. I've said this a billion times. You could be in a death camp. Okay, you could be. Seriously, there were people that had to do that for real. Millions of people. Okay, and there's still terrible stuff that happens today. Seriously. Anyway. And then also know that it's not going to be that bad forever. It's not going to be like, it's not going to be that terrible, especially in that acute stage or in those earlier stages, that first 20 days or month or whatever. Like, dude, the physical crap is going to get so much better. Okay. Seriously, within a week, within even the next couple days, seriously, it's going to get better, okay? But it gets tough emotionally and mentally, okay? Big time, the lack of sleep and the fogginess and the depression and stuff. And, straight up, I remember crying a lot, between accounts, that I'd go to. I'm an outside salesman, so I could get in my, truck and go to the next place. I remember crying a lot. It was just so hard. You got to hold it together. And then after work, I'd cry a lot too sometimes, because it just it's I still kind of almost get emotional sometimes thinking about it, because it just it's not easy, and it really puts a scar deep in your soul almost. I don't know how to I don't know if that makes sense or not, but never forget it too. If you're a month in or whatever, dude, don't forget the crap that you've put in so much work and so much time. Don't blow it away. Don't piss it away. It's too precious. A month clean is so precious. 10 days is so big. I mean, seriously, you guys, don't forget that. But yeah, it really does take a toll on you emotionally and mentally, and just with the energy and the anxiety. But I will tell you, and I'm blessed because I live very close to my work, okay? So, because the biggest help besides praying to the living God, okay, was exercise. I would exercise on my lunch every single day. In fact, I freaking exercised on my lunch today. I was having a bunch of freaking anxiety today, and I exercised and it helped. Yeah, it kind of came back after a while, but it helped for a couple hours. Seriously, but seriously, dude. The exercising at lunch, and I was just dedicated to that. I would exercise, I'd run, shower, go back. I mean, and I could do that just all of my lunch. That's all it was. I never ate. I mean, it was just like I could do that. But that was such a help. That was a bigger deal than anything else to me. Was getting that, and it helps with your mood, helps with the depression stuff, but it helps with the energy as well. It sucks, so it's hard to get going. And some people, dude, if you can do it in the morning, that's great. I'm not a morning person. Even when I'm not sleeping and I'm just laying there, I'm just like, I just can't do it. I've tried it before. I can be very dedicated at stuff, but not exercising in the morning. I don't do it. I just don't like doing it. I like running out in the sun. That's what I like to do. So whatever. Call me weak if you want, but I don't care. No. But exercise was huge with the energy and anxiety and mood and stuff. Okay. Anyway. Okay. The other thing, because something I was thinking about. I don't know if my daughter's being a brat or if she's just being loud. No, she's grounded anyway. No. Okay, anyway. But something I was thinking about. Every job, no matter what it is going to suck, and it's going to suck in its own way, okay? But let's try to look at the positive of each situation, okay? Seriously, like, for instance, if you have a very physical job, obviously the last thing you want to do is physical activity when you're withdrawing, okay? And you got to lift stuff, and it's like, I'm seriously gonna crap my pants if I lift this, or whatever it is, or you just feel like crap. I mean, you feel terrible. We know that. And but if you have a real physical job, okay, well, look at it like, dude, you're moving and you're getting exercise. You're getting your exercise. Like, dude, moving around and lifting and doing stuff, like, you are releasing endorphins in your up there in your brain. Okay? And so there is a positive. So just, I know it sucks, but just look at the positive. Like, hey, I'm getting my exercise. Okay? If you got a desk job, you don't got to bust your butt, seriously, it may, maybe it's maybe your desk job is mentally demanding or something. But look at it like, or maybe it's kind of boring, and you can kind of get bored or something like that. That could be tough too, because you want to keep your mind busy. But then, hey, it's like, hey, at least I don't have to bust my butt. I'm not outside working in the elements, or I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, there's always a positive. And if you have a really mentally demanding job, at least it's not physical labor, and maybe you don't have to deal with people or something, like, because I'll tell you right now, like with me. Because I'll tell you, just with my own job, I'm an outside salesman, okay? So yeah, there's some pressure of selling. I gotta sell stuff. I mean, that's just what it is. That's my job, but I get to drive around. I got a lot of freedom, okay? It's very hard. It can be very hard dealing with people. And when you have to be on your game and stuff, dude, that is so freaking hard for me. I mean, obviously, but the positives are it's my job is not like, it's not a real physical job. Like, sure, yeah, I load orders and stuff and put stuff away, but it's not physical. It's not like freaking a warehouse job or construction, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not that, but you got to be on your game with people. But I got a lot of freedom. And I get in something, dude. And this was a big thing too with me. A big positive was, man, this video is going to be long, isn't it? But a big thing the positive that I looked at with my job was it. So I go to this stop. Well, I get to get in the truck and then drive to the next stop. And then, so I have those little breaks of like, I get to get in the truck and just kind of like, okay. You almost got to hype. I got to work myself up. I got to pray. I got to hype myself up for the next stop. I got to listen to music because, dude, keep that freaking music. Yeah, utilize music, man. And I remember doing that other times too. Just listening to music on my route, like just freaking rocking out metal, emotional music, get your orchestral stuff, whatever the heck you like and gets you fired and gets you emotional and gets you passionate, listen to it, okay? Worship music, whatever it is, okay? Utilize music, okay? But anyway, and honestly too, it could always be worse. No matter what your job is. I mean, sure, if you're like you probably don't want to work if you're like well, no, you're not going to be an astronaut. Yeah, they're not going to be like, what? You've been taking pills this whole time? You're an astronaut? No. But you know what I mean? Like if you're like a pilot or something, or, you know what I mean? I can't think of a job right now that you don't want to withdraw from. I don't know. I don't want Jimmy Garoppolo freaking withdrawing during the Super Bowl or something. You know what I mean? Like that wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, anyway, sorry. Anyway, okay. He's my quarterback, my teammate, my quarterback. Okay, so. Yes, this is a toucan video, baby. Now, lime. Now I'm moving on to lemon. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Sorry if this video isn't very good, too. I apologize. I never know how it's going, so I don't know. Okay, but it can always be worse. Don't forget that stuff, okay? But basically, you can do it, okay? I'm talking to people who are doing it right now. And in fact, I'm not going to go there right yet. I'm going to go there in a second. But something I was thinking about too is like, this is another thing. Not thinking rationally. Be aware of that. There's a time, dude, here's the deal. Okay, whatever. This is just long, but whatever. Here's the deal. Before I detoxed this time around, before I even did it, I wanted it so bad that I was prepared if I couldn't do it, I was going to lose my job over this, okay? That was my mindset. If that's not your mindset before going into this, just you think things out is kind of what I'm saying, because you're not going to think rationally, okay? So you can fly off the handle or just it gets hard. You get cranky, you're not sleeping, as we've talked about. And you don't think rationally. In fact, I want to make a video on just the rationale, your thinking, and not how you won't not thinking rationally and stuff during detox and stuff, during the pause and just everything, and just be careful, hone that in, be patient, okay? But anyway, and now here's the thing though, there is also, in my opinion, there's an advantage of working through this crap, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. And this doesn't go just for the acute withdrawal. This also goes through the pause, the whole kit and caboodle, okay? Because there is an advantage, okay? There's a lot of people I know that there's a lot of people that stay at home, they don't work, or they got a ton of time off, or whatever, and you can get straight up bored, okay? You can get straight up bored, and that can be hard in its own way. I'm telling you, it really can. Seriously. If you're going through this crap anyway, you're going to withdraw, you're going to go through the crap, okay? It's not avoidable. Everyone's looking for the miracle. I've said that before. There is no miracle, okay? The miracle is God. That is the miracle that is going to get you through this, okay? You taper as low as you can. If you can do that, do that. And it's going to lessen the severity of the acute withdrawal. And honestly, and what's going to lessen the pause is not being addicted very long. Or, the less time you're addicted to stuff. If someone that got off stuff and they've been on it for 3 years compared to someone that's been on it for 12 years, well, the guy with the 12 years is going to go through more pause. That's just logic, okay, at that point. Okay, anyway. But you're going to be going through this crap anyway. It's going to suck either way. And for some, I'm telling you, being busy is what keeps them clean, okay? is what keeps them clean. Whether it's work, AA meetings, making these videos, working and whatever. I mean, seriously, keeping busy can really be the saving grace for a lot of people, for sure. Okay. And then also, this was kind of another big advantage. This is the big advantage, I think. Okay, I'm sure we all know, or us ourselves have been to rehab, or we know someone that's been to rehab. Okay, and they do that. Say they do the 90 days, or whatever. Yeah, we'll just say they do the 90 days, and it's all, it's all good. All is well when you're in the rehab center, because you're talking to people, and you're whatever. Okay, you're not. The point is you're not dealing with the stress of everyday life. You were using in everyday life. Well, then you got taken out of that and you're in rehab. And it's a different life. It's a different life. It's not the real world, okay? So you go through the 90-day thing. Well, then you get out of rehab, and it's like you don't know how the heck to cope with life and the stress of life, okay? The all that stuff, okay? Because you haven't been dealing with the stress of the real world, okay? So that's an advantage. Yeah, because it can get hard to cope with living without using. Okay, sorry, I just had that written down. But the point is, if you can frickin' work through this, okay, even if you can just get a couple weeks off or something, or maybe it might just be 1 week, maybe it's 2 weeks, maybe it's 3 weeks, maybe it's a month, whatever it is, or maybe it's nothing. Maybe it is nothing. Okay, you'll get 2 weeks down anyway, and you'll get 2 weeks of work done. Like in no time, and it'll be done anyway. Seriously, it really will. It goes by so freaking fast. But if you can work through the withdrawal and actually make it on the other side, okay, you're gonna have a really good chance at making it in the long run. If you can handle this, if you can handle the stress and the obligations, of working through this crap. Life is going to be cake, okay? It's going to be cake, because you've been dealing with, if you've been dealing with the stress of work and obligations and being a parent, being a mom, being a dad, whatever, through the withdrawal process. Well, yeah, as it gets better and better and better each day, and then each month, dude, when you come out on the other side, you're going to be trained, you're going to be prepared, you're going to be ready to freaking rock and roll. I mean, it's going to be like, you're going to be ready to rock and roll, okay? You're going to be good. And it's going to be cake, in a sense, we all know it could all come crashing down at any moment, but that doesn't mean you got to relapse, okay? That doesn't mean you got to relapse just because the crap hits the fan, okay? Because crap will go down, period. People will die in our lives. Things are going to happen. You're going to lose an account. You're going to have an accident, or something at work's pressure's going to come on you at work, or what. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're going to all of a sudden, oh, my wife's pregnant again, or I got my girlfriend pregnant, or whatever it is. Stressful things happen, okay? Tragic things happen. It's a daily thing, okay? But the point of all this whole flipping video is, it can be done. You can get off this crap while working, okay? You can get off this crap while you work. It can be done, okay? It's hard. It's hard anyway. Getting off this crap is hard anyway. It doesn't matter, okay? And I'm going to tell you some stories here just to kind of... So there's a person, a lady, and she's probably in day 33 to 35, right in there. And I think she's like a freaking scientist or something. I don't know. Or just, but anyway, she was telling me, like, she's got to focus on her job, like 110%. But like, she's got to be really, really mentally focused on her job. And she was worried about that. But guess what? She's freaking doing it, dude. She's coming up on her second week of work knocked down, okay? She had some time off at the beginning. But she's doing it right now. She's doing it right now, doing what she's doing, working. There's another lady that I freaking talked to. She's on day, I think, 20 something. 20, I don't know, 23. Did I get that right? I hope I did. But she's a teacher. And she just started a new job. She just started a new job. Like, what the crap? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's cool. That's freaking badass, actually. That's really cool. I think. That's because, dude, it's not easy. It's not easy. And, but it can be done. It can be done. Then, I was talking to a gentleman today. And he's been working since day one, dude. He's on day 10 today. And he's been freaking working. And 12 hours. He's like the freaking superintendent or what superintendent, I don't know, whatever. He's a supervisor. No one knows no one freaking even at his work. He's keeping this like on the DL, man. He's keeping it on the down low. And working 12-hour days, and he's on day 10, and he's freaking doing it. Dude, the guy's got an amazing attitude. He's taking it on as a challenge. He jumped off at a pretty high amount, too. I swear he said he was taking 2 8-milligram strips. So 16 milligram, that's crazy. And he's but he's doing it. Oh, man, he was telling me, dude, he lost everything. He lost his wife. He lost everything. And he's just like, he said he's not giving up. He's not just gonna lay down and let this beat him, even if he has to go down dying. And I mean, seriously, dude, this guy is freaking battling this out, man. Very, very impressive. So it can be done. Okay, it can be done. It can be done. You know, I was thinking about doing a video of opiate, working during opiate withdrawal and then kind of working during pause. I don't know. I just kind of lumped a bunch of crap in, and it's really long. I hope this video was good. I hope it was all right. I hope it was somewhat informative. But the point is, you can do it, okay? It can be done, all right? V for victory. Stay freaking strong. Keep going. Keep enduring, okay? Keep going. Stay positive. Don't give up, all right? I love you guys. V for victory, as Churchill said. God bless and salute.